You are thinking about your passion in the wrong way. And I'm going to tell you why. When most people think of passion, they think of something they enjoy doing. Something, could be a hobby, could be an activity, could be something creative, something that they enjoy doing with their free time. Oh, my passion is making music. My passion is carpentry. My passion is driving sports cars. Their passion. And one of the things that most people ask when they're looking for a career, kids, 17, 18, coming out of high school, they ask, I should just go for a career in something I'm passionate about, right? Or they ask somebody else, like, hey, how do you decide what career to go for? And they might say, oh, just go for something you're passionate about. That's wrong. And this is one of the many truths that I've found that I want to share with you guys. Now, why is that wrong? Well, passion, like we discussed, is something you inherently enjoy doing. So in my case, when I was 17, 18, just coming out of high school, my passion at the time was video games. Specifically League of Legends. Now, of course, many of you may know that I was a professional League of Legends player and coach. And did it work out for me? Yes. But why am I still telling you guys this? Because I got lucky. Not everyone's gonna be this lucky. This is not gonna work out for everyone. And I understand that it was a damn near miracle. Damn near miracle that it happened to me. Now, why was that not a good idea? Well, here's the thing. My channel is all about the reality of the world, and this is one of many. And the reality is twofold in this video. Number one, you need money. I don't care what anyone else says. People that go, oh, money's evil, money's the root of all problems. You don't need money to be happy. Yeah, sure, money doesn't directly buy you happiness, but it buys you freedom. That leads to happiness. Gives you options to take care of the ones you care about the most, the best you can. That's happiness. So money is important. Anything that's not your friends and family, that's not your own physical health, it's money. That's the order of priority. So that's number one. And the reality is that not every single passion out there is going to help you make money. Doesn't matter if you're really, really good at something. So we'll use my example, playing video games. All right. But is that a reliable way to make money? I mean, sure, it's a possibility, but it's not reliable. It's not probable. Many things could have gone wrong. I could have never been scouted by a team. I could have been just not as good at the game, not naturally as gifted at the game. I could have never met the right people, because a lot of it was to do with the people I knew, right? Getting coaching clients, commentating gigs, that's networking. I could have never met the right people and never have gotten those gigs. So I could have never made money from it. And where's that gonna lead me? I can't get a house, can't get food on my table, can't get can't go out with friends, can't drive a car, no transport. So you need money. Not everything's going to make you money. And so we'll get on to the second point. And the second point is that if you are passionate about something, sure, of course you'll enjoy doing it. But if you did it every day, and that's all you do, I don't care how much you think you love it, or if you do genuinely love it, if you were to grind that out every single day, you would stop loving it. And you would definitely stop loving the passion the way you do now. I'll use my esports example again. I was passionate about League of Legends. Sounds like a great idea. Doing something I'm passionate about every day. I love it. Making money from it. But if you think to your job, even if you not necessarily hate the job, but you just think the job's all right, if you did the same job, doing the same thing every day, you're going to get bored of your job. You're going to get sick of it. And the same is with esports. Now, if that can happen to me in video games, that can happen to anyone with anything. If you're a really good photographer and you love photography, and you had to take photos of the same type of things every day because you specialized as, I don't know, let's say a food photographer. And you just took pictures of food, specifically food, every day. You're gonna get sick of taking pictures of food, right? If you like teaching people, but you're a teacher and you're teaching kids and not all of them want to learn, not all of them is gonna make your job enjoyable and easy, you're gonna get sick of teaching. Etc., etc., etc. So the more you do your passion, the more often you repeat it and the more you make it a part of your routine, the less you're going to see it as a passion. So what happens? You don't like it anymore. You want to stop doing it. You give up. You say, I don't need that anymore. It's actually not that great. It's not what people think it is, you know, I'm sure there are better things out there, and you go on and look for something else. That's what happens. And that exactly happened to me with esports. I played the game every day, and I got sick of it. Sure, it took me a while to get sick of it, but that's eventually what happened. I could have very well not made money from it, and I got sick of it, even when I did make money from it. Imagine that. So, what is the correct way to go about it then? I mean, I'm passionate about this thing, but if I'm going to get sick of it anyway, then what's the point? Well, like I said before, money's important. Especially as a young man, you need to learn how to start making money and how to start building your wealth. And your passion, sure, it can be one of your assets, but you have to stop treating it like it's a passion. Building your life comes first. Making yourself the best possible version of yourself comes first. And to do that in this world, right now, building wealth is part of that. It is an aspect of life that you need to be sorted to be the best version of yourself. You can be strong, you can be charismatic, you can be good looking, you can be fit and healthy, but if you're completely and dead broke, there's not much you can actually do. Sure, those other aspects are assets for you to actually make money, but if you are broke and you don't want anything to do with money, then you can't really do anything with it. So finance and wealth is an essential part of building yourself up as a man. Now, when does passion come into this? The mindset shift comes here. You are not passionate about one thing. You should learn to be passionate about whatever that is making you money. All the rich people out there, I'm not talking about the rich people everyone knows like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. I'm just talking about big CEOs, company owners. There's somebody out there that is like an owner of like a concrete company that supplies concrete for his area. And people use that concrete to build buildings. Buildings need concrete. Now, do you think that that business owner is passionate about concrete? Oh, I love everything about concrete. I love the way it looks. I love the color it is. Or I love how it feels, the texture. I wonder what it's made of. I've been trying to discover this. No, of course not. It's concrete. He's not passionate about concrete. But he's rich. He's probably a nice person. I mean, he's technically looking after many families. Many men have jobs in that field that they rely on to feed their families. And they couldn't have gotten those jobs and that opportunity without that person that owns the concrete business. Right? Waste disposal. Someone has to do it. It's a very important part of our society. And I'm sure the owner of waste disposal companies or businesses are probably really rich because that service is in demand. People need it. But you reckon he's passionate about waste disposal? Oh, I love waste disposal. Oh, I just love figuring out the way the sewers go and where to dump different sort of waste. Of course not, guys. Of course not. But again, he's rich. He's helping out other people. He's making other people's lives easier. He's providing jobs. He's feeding families. Right? Again, the point is, don't think that because you have a current activity and a hobby you like, that you're passionate about it and that is the career path that you should go for. That's not the correct way to go about it. The correct way to go about it is to analyze the chessboard. Put your feelings and emotions aside because nobody cares about that. Put your feelings and emotions aside. Look at it from a logical perspective, from a strategical perspective. What in the world right now can I do to make money? What skills should I learn to make money? Marketing and sales, how to do business, how to network, right? You don't have to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you just want to be a doctor, right? You know, I don't like the entrepreneurial life, but I still want to make a decent amount of money. I don't want to be really well off. Where can I work a job that I don't have to worry about as much as an entrepreneur usually does, that I can still make money? Well, high paying jobs, doctors, engineers, lawyers, they make a lot of money, right? But you don't have to be passionate about it. You look at the board, decide, okay, let's say I want to be an engineer. Right. Okay. So if you want to be an engineer, then there are steps to take. You have to get this many credits in high school. You have to pass these tests. This is how you get into this university, blah, 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 blah. And that becomes your passion because you now have a goal. You want to be an engineer because you want to have a well-paying job, because you want to provide for yourself and a future family. That is your goal. So there are steps to take. And if you're passionate about that goal, then it doesn't matter if you're passionate about engineering or not. The end goal is not about engineering, right? But you learn to be passionate about engineering through the process of reaching that end goal. Because you need to be good at engineering to get paid more than other engineers, right? It's like with any other job. You need to be better at other people that are in your field to get paid more than other people. In general, that's how it works. So in order to get better than other people, in order to get paid more, to get more money, and to provide better for the people that you care about, and to live a better and a life with more abundance and freedom, which is actually what you're passionate about, then you learn to be passionate about whatever field you're doing. So that way you can improve. Use passion as a tool. It is a tool that you learn to develop and craft and shape to reach your end goal. It is not something you just have and you go with it. It is something that you need to grasp, you need to develop as you are reaching your goal. If you want to be a chef, maybe you can be passionate about cooking food, but like I said before, you can cook food every day, especially if you're working at the same place or if you're bulk cooking the same meal, cooking like rice for 300 people every day. You think you're going to be passionate about that? You think you're going to be passionate about cutting up the whole sack of onions the whole morning? You think you're going to be passionate about dicing a whole sack of potatoes? Because that's what cooking is. That's part of being a chef. Of course not. But learn to be passionate, learn to be more efficient at it. Even, for example, even if I'm dicing onions, let's say I'm dicing onions, right? I'm dicing onions. Sure, it's a boring job. Oh, I'm passionate about cooking, but here I am dicing onions. Oh, you know what? Cooking's not what it is. It's actually just boring. I'm just going to do something else. Well, then how are you going to move up? If you take my mindset and learn how to be passionate about what you're doing at the time. Okay, I'm dicing onions. All right. Okay, so maybe I should cut the onions this way. If I cut the onions this way, keep the root on that holds the onions together. And then I can dice them that way. If I dice them along the lines, that makes it easier, helps me with the consistency of the sizes, blah, blah, blah. You become passionate, but really you're just learning more and you're putting more effort into your job to improve and get paid more and to live a better life. That's what passion is about. So don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. Don't be a prisoner to what most people call passion. Don't lock yourself. Because passion is something that you learn to have. It's not something you already naturally like. And that is how you use passion to develop yourself. And that is the correct way to use it as a lethal weapon that can help you excel in whatever endeavor you desire to pursue. Stay focused, stay relentless.